Hey everyone, this is Gary Kay. We're kind of in the middle of what was supposed to be a big Infocom trade show time, and instead I'm sitting at home, and Sandi Stambaugh is probably either sitting at home or somewhere not at work. VP of Product Management at Synnex. How are you doing, Sandi?
Doing well. How are you doing, Gary?
I'm kind of ready to go back to work, quite
Yeah,
honestly.
me
I'd like to
too.
be back in my office, but I'd really like to be at Infocom this week. It is very weird because in my case, I've been to 31 Infocoms in a row. I don't know how many you've been in a row. I'm not going to I don't want you to tell me because I know that probably would insult you for me to ask, but I know you've been to a lot.
A
Uh,
lot.
it
Yes.
is weird, isn't it, not to have an Infocom show?
It is very strange. It's very strange. Trying to make the most of it. And there are definitely some perks to the whole thing. I can wear my slippers and my yoga pants while I'm at Infocom, which is really nice. I'm not going to be complaining about my shoes later, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a different world. I think it is going to be a while before we get back to normal trade show world. I think even we have a couple of shows coming up towards the end of the year with DSC and CDIA and a few other small ones, and then next year we have the big ISE show in February. I'm wondering if that's going to be that big, but that's part of the trend. You're kind of sitting in an interesting place in the industry because you deal with everybody. You deal with the integrators and the manufacturers because they're all using you as a conduit to get products, get systems, get solutions. You're seeing some trends, I'm sure, due to COVID-19. Some are obvious, some less obvious. I'd love to pick your brain and maybe give me 3 or 4 things that you're seeing that people should know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so on the trade show, you're right, absolutely right. We're not sure either. And after the announcement from CES yesterday that they're planning forward, we're having a lot of discussions internally today on what does that mean, and
Yeah.
are we going to have as big of a crew there as we normally do? So, or even be able to make it. So, yeah, interesting times for sure. Yeah, we were talking a few minutes ago just about the product launches at Infocom and what we're seeing from a trend perspective overall, just in response to the new business challenges that are part of this either return to office or continue virtual, right? And with responses to trying to protect folks. And absolutely, so we're seeing a lot around things like thermal sensors, the occupancy management. We've got customers who have never in their lives sold things, and healthcare products or healthcare technologies now being asked to sell a thermometer or hand sanitizer and masks along with their AV equipment that they normally sell into their customers. Things like gesture based versus touch or contactless, sharing. Versus the cables and some of the other things that we're used to within even the conference rooms, which have now completely been re-envisioned, right? Or are still in
Yeah.
the process of being re-envisioned. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, I have a question regarding what you just mentioned. Like, so Synnex is very big. I mean, they're not just an AV distributor. You distribute IT, you distribute healthcare services and products and other things. How much capability, like as an AV integrator, they're probably going to be asked for a little bit of all of this stuff. How much access would they have to the other elements of Synnex, and how easy is it for them to get set up to sell, for example, healthcare products when they haven't done that before? How are you managing that?
Yeah, so any customer of Synnex has full access to our entire line card. So,
Okay.
however, there are some, at the brand level, there are some limitations, especially as it pertains to really specialized products, right? Where you have to have that next level of expertise. It's very similar to what we see in the AV space, right? When you get into the higher end, more technically challenging products, then there's typically authorizations that are in place and limitations from an access perspective. But yeah, so our customers have access to all of the products that we have on our line card. Those that they don't have authorization for, we do have teams in place that can help with training and certification in some in some respects, and then enablement as a whole, as well as even just things like training, right? As a part of our LMS platform, there's lots of training tools out there to allow them to train their salespeople up on how to position this with their customers. So
Do you, one of the big sort of, I think, opportunities this summer is to help schools figure all this out, because they're now starting to come up with policies. Like in the case of the University of North Carolina, we're going to have like 4 different ways to teach, right? One way is a professor who just doesn't want to come to campus. Another way is students, where you have half the students in the classroom, half not. and they're high flex and hybrid, different models here. Are you, how are you dealing with that? Are you coming up with kits of solutions? Are you putting a separate sales team on this? Because there's not, like, unlike the corporate world where they haven't gone back yet, right? And they haven't said, okay, we need to re-outfit all of our meeting rooms. The educational space is empty, and they only have about 2 months to do this. Are you deploying a special team to manage this, or what are you doing?
So actually, Synnex has a specialized team around education, both K-12 and higher ed. So we have former educators, former administrators of school districts, E-rate specialists, grant specialists, all of that on staff as a part of our public sector and education team. So yes, absolutely, huge focus for us, and especially around things like the CARES Act and some of the special funding streams that are out there as well. But as far as bundles go, we absolutely have worked with integrators on bundled solutions for a lot of their partners, to address the challenges in the education space. Certainly higher ed, I'm with you, right? My kids are, all at University of South Carolina. I know you've got one there too, and we're hearing the same thing, right? So this hybrid approach to education certainly comes with a lot of technology needs, and the good enough approach that occurred in March when everybody quickly moved home is just not something that's going to sustain long term. And so that's where we're seeing a lot more need for specialists within the market to support their customers. And so so we've got engineering support, design services, folks that are in place that are experts within the space that can kind of help encourage that dialogue and help lay that level of expertise.
And I don't know, a month or so ago, we maybe it's a little longer than that now. We were part of the rollout of yours and TJ's new UCC group within Synnex. Tell me how that's going. I mean, obviously, this has been, I guess I hate to use the word opportunity, but really right place, right time kind of thing, because a lot of these problems will be solved because of UCC technology.
Yeah, so you're right. So we launched Collab Solve, which is our collaboration and UCC, I guess, kind of umbrella within Synnex, right at the beginning of this, actually the beginning of March, right before all of this hit. And certainly that was not something that was planned overnight. So it had been, it'd been in the works for quite some time. So I mean, definitely the timing was pretty good. Lots of needs for our customers were able to be met through some of the content that we've built out there, as well as the team that we have in place to help support them as they're migrating to things like virtual call centers, right? Virtual call center environments, or and certainly kind of this virtual personal productivity world that we're in now. And as folks are planning for like this next wave of return to office, and what does that new conference room look like, and how is that being developed, having those experts on staff under our Collab Solve organization is certainly something that's helpful to our customers, and has been a good tool for Synnex to provide to customers as well.
Well, you answered all my questions. I know that Synnex, the position that you sit in the market, you're trying to help everybody. And I know that you're probably, I'm guessing, signing up a bunch of new companies out there that need access to the market. Where should they start? Let's say if you're a manufacturer and you're interested in partnering with Synnex, contact you directly. I mean, I'll put your link in here in the description of the podcast, Sandi Stambaugh, VP of Product Management. I'm guessing that you're the place to start if you're a manufacturer.
That's right. So Sandi S at Synnex.com. We also have, Visual Solve and Collab Solve, but I would just start with me on the vendor, the new vendor side. Absolutely. We're definitely expanding our line card very, very quickly as the need, for our customers to provide new technologies expands as well. So definitely there. And then, from a partner perspective, we have, if you're Visual Solve at Synnex.com, or Collab Solve at Synnex.com as well.
Yeah, start at Synnex.com and figure out which group you want. The Collab Solve is the new group that's UCC based. Visual Solve is the AV and signage group, but you have all these other groups that include healthcare and IT services. I don't know them all off the top of my head. Maybe you do. It's healthcare, IT, Visual Solve, Collab Solve. What else am I missing?
GovSolve.
There you go.
We have a SMB group for some of the smaller guys in the market. Our ConvergeSolve for network security and network infrastructure. Yeah, there's a lot. So, which sounds complicated, but it's actually not that complicated. Feel free to start with me or start with Visual Solve or Collab Solve, and we will get you to the right place for sure.
Perfect. And check them out at synnex.com, synnex.com. Sandy, thank you very much.
Of
I
course.
appreciate you giving me an
Gary.
update on the industry. And
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you when I see it. But, the next time we might actually see each other is going to be at a football game.
Maybe.
I have a feeling if
Hopefully,
we're
go
allowed to
Gamecocks.
go.
That's
I don't
right.
know. Yeah. All right. Take
That's
care.
right.